Hello everybody. We continue our little trip into the Veda. Today I select randomly the third mandala and the hymn 14. I do it in English with my bad accent and my bad English. Sorry for that. And, everybody cannot be colonized by English. We had French, others had English. That's the life. It's a hymn to Agni. Agni is a fire, and it means also the light, the enlightenment, the illumination, enlightenment. So it's a hymn to Agni by Rishabha Vaishvamitra. It's a rishi from an old family, and this mandala is very old. It must be around maybe around 5,000 years ago. It's much older than others that we'll see later. So I read and I explain as I can. The happy invoker has reached the element of knowledge. He is the truth, the just, the wisest priest. Agni, the son of strength, the luminous chariot, hair of fire, has attained vigor on earth. The happy invoker has reached the element of knowledge. Agni is the god of the sacrifice. Is a fire. Is also the priest, because when is a messenger. When you give some offering in the fire to another god, Agni sent it to the other god. So he is the god of the sacrifice, as it's told in the first hymn of the Rig Veda. He is the invoker. He is a priest. He is all the priest, and he has he has enriched the element of knowledge. Knowledge, of course, is a god. He is the truth. That is important. Agni, the light, so he is the truth. The real truth, the reality of the world. Everything else is not the truth. It's Maya, illusion. The just, of course, and the wisest priest, because of course he's a god. Agni, the son of strength, spiritual strength, of course, and it's not to be strong, harmful. The luminous chariot is a luminous chariot. How would you say? The chariot is also means also the mind. The mind, if you depends of you, but. There is a luminous chariot, hair of fire is flames. He attained vigor on earth. Of course, the fire is growing, but growing inside of you, of course. Second one, I come to you, accept my speech of homage, master of truth, the one who gives powerful knowledge. You who know, you desire those who know, sit in the middle of the strewn of Kusha, O master of the sacrifice. I come to you, okay, of course it's a sacrifice. Accept my speech of homage, accept the mantras, especially. Master of truth, the one who gives powerful knowledge, powerful knowledge. Who you know, you desire those who know, of course. He knows the truth. He wants to the people who wants to who knows the truth and who wants to know the truth. Sit in the middle of the strewn of Kusha. Strewn, I'm not very sure of the pronunciation. It's a lay of a special grass. You cut this grass. It's a sacred grass and comfortable one. And the people in the sacrifice call the gods and tell them to go and sit down with them for the sacrifice. O master of the sacrifice. Okay. The third. May those who desire strength come to you with a down, O Agni, by the path of the wind. When they adorn you with offering, you first, they stand as on the seats of a chariot in the house. May those who desire strength come to you with a down. Down means the enlightenment also, right? Because the down comes just before the sun and brings light everywhere. So Agni, who is light also, okay, that's the same. O Agni, by the path of the wind, come by the path. By the may those who desire strength come to you by the path of the wind. The path of the wind, the air maybe. They adorn you with offerings. You first God, of course. They stand as on the seat of a chariot in the house. They are sitting in the house as they are sitting as a seat of a chariot. A chariot is a mine, as I told you before. For you, O Agni, the mighty, Mitra, Varuna, and all the Maruts singing with grace. I'll read again because for you, Agni, the mighty, Mitra, Varuna, and all the Maruts singing with grace, when enlightening you stand, O strong of strength, like the sun above men, widely illuminating houses. For you, Agni, the mighty, of course, is a god. Mitra and Varuna are two gods who are almost always together. Not all the time, but always, almost always. And all the Maruts are the like a young fellow with I don't know how you call that. With weapons, a long weapon with a pick, they are like young people, always doing noise, agitated, but not really. It's like they also are the winds before the monsoon. Winds which are turbulent. I don't know if the good word in English topic. Singing with grace, of course. They are gods. They sing well. When enlightening when enlightening you stand. O son of strength, like the sun above the man, widely illuminating houses. When enlightening you stand, strong of strength, like the sun above men, widely illuminating houses. Illuminating, of course, enlightening, and houses it can be the head also, the house of the brain, where stand the soul, maybe. The fifth. Today we make you want by coming to you with outstretched hand, with homage by approaching you, worship the gods with a spirit like a sage infallible, O Agni. And today we make we make you want by coming to you. Easy, with outstretched hands. They bring offering, with homage by approaching you. Worship the gods with a spirit like a sage. Infallible, it's a fire. It's a fire and a god. O Agni. The sixth, son of strength, remove from you the many protection and strength of the gods. Remove from you to give it to us. I guess. I'm not sure of everything, but it says that the strength for God. Give us 1,000 times wealth by the word that does not betray the truth of Agni. Give us 1,000 times wealth. Wealth is spiritual wealth, of course. It's not riches. You don't do a sacrifice to get rich. Even if it looks like that, it's not that. You at the end of the sacrifice, you drink the soma, you get enlightened, and you don't get richer, of course. So give us 1,000 times wealth by the word that does not betray the truth. Of course, the words that we say. We say a mantra, and so it doesn't betray the truth. The seventh, you with wise intentions, you who have the understanding spirit, we have achieved these actions for you, we mortals, in sacrifice. Awaken all who drive a good chariot, O immortal Agni, test it all here. You with wise intentions, of course, is a god. You who have the understanding spirit, of course, is a god, he understands everything. We have achieved these actions for you. The sacrifice is almost over. We mortal in sacrifice. Awaken all who drive a good chariot who has a good spirit, awake them. O immortal Agni, test it all here. Test it all here. Hello, that's all. I hope you understood. I'm a bad English speaker. But it's an easy hymn, easy to understand. It's not difficult. But you just you don't learn really many things with that. But it's just an hymn to get enlightened. So you can find my translation of the first part of the Rig Veda, the first mandalas, on rigveda.fr. It's in French. It's in French. It's in French. I'm sorry. I will maybe translate it in English after I will have finished the last part. But it may take a few years again. It take me 4 years to do that. So we'll see you next Sunday, or for another hymn. Oh, maybe not on Sunday, but another day. And I hope you enjoy it. And I see you. Goodbye, Kenavo. See you later. Agar, agar.